Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the video. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch. We are going to be doing another Fighting the FOMO, and this one is more of a shopping my stash remix of a concept that I don't think Ulta got right. Did that make any sense? Let's just jump into it. So today I am recreating this Ulta eye set called Eye Envy. It looks like this. It's going for $24. That's my son telling my husband that he's all done eating. And when I first saw this, I was like, I'm kind of interested in this. But the thing that got me was the cute little teddy bear bag. You got to be careful. Sometimes it's like one little piece that makes you think, I'll get this thing, it'll be worth the value. No. So this comes with full size of the Clinique eyeliner, the Lash Princess from Essence, and a full-size fluid eye paint from About Face. Everything else is a mini. We've got a mascara from Ray-Ban, a liner from Stila, the full-size Vivid Matte liner from NYX, as well as the other full-size items, a KBD liner, a Brow Wiz brow gel thing from Anastasia, and then another mascara from the brands Pure and Polite Society. It's a lot of mascara. And that's how they get you. You look at this and go, ooh, look at all those things. Okay, but what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mascaras and 1, 2, 3, 4 liners. Then a brow gel, 1 eyeshadow, the fluid eye paint, and then some gems. No. So yeah, that's just a lot of repeats. That's a lot of, if you don't have a large collection or if you don't have like multiples of things, then maybe this is a good set for you. If I were just starting with makeup, that would be something I would get to bulk up having mascaras. That way I don't have to buy them so soon after like the one that I'm currently using. But when I thought about this, I was like, you know what? I would like a more fun eye kit. So that's what I aimed to create. So let me show you what's in it. I did get a nice little bag. This is my Win Beauty by Serena Williams bag. I picked up 2 lip kits, or a lip gloss set and a lip color from Win Beauty, and you spend so much you get a little bag. So this is the bag. And I thought to myself, if I were creating an eye set, and I really had no limitations, as Ulta doesn't, I would do something a little bit different. So this is what I've added to mine. I started with an eyeshadow palette, something small, so it's not super huge, but a all matte 15 pan eyeshadow palette. Just a little bit of something so you actually have some variation, so you can have some creation and some fun with it, not just one shade. This set from Ulta gives you 1 shade of eyeshadow. Okay, so with this you're getting 15 beautiful matte shades. Now, this isn't going to be talking about the quality of the item. This is just the idea, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to conceptualize some things here. But I would love to see a brand come out with a small curated palette, regardless of what the colors are, and for one of those to be in a kit. That'd be great, you know? So we threw that in there. When it comes to the liners, I was like, do we need all of those liners? And they're all like black liners. Maybe the I think they're all black. Let's see, the Clinique. Yep, the Clinique is black. I thought maybe it was blue. I was like, that's kind of boring. You're giving me 3 different black eyeliners. I mean, of course, people like black eyeliner, but 3? I don't need 3. So instead, what I did is I threw in my cake liner from Graftobian. A cake liner would be great to put into an eye kit, especially if you're thinking about the fact that people of different makeup skill levels are going to be buying this. I stand by the fact that cake liners, while they can seem intimidating, are some of the easiest liners to use. You just use water or any type of wet product you want to use, because some people used to use contact solution. I mean, whatever, girl. But you could use water, you could use mixing mediums, things like that. But it just makes it very easy. You can smudge it, you can have it nice and thick and nice and thin, you can have it opaque, you can have it very sheer. This is a great product. It's easy to apply, easy to remove, so it's perfect for eye play. Love it. So we had to throw that in there. Then for another liner, I thought something colorful. So I added one of these chromatic shock liners from Ulta Beauty. Okay. Looks like this. All right. Just a little bit of fun, you know? Not just black liners. And you could put this on and then put this over it. That's a look in itself, okay? Also, you see those stars? If I'm gonna throw in another liner, let's do something, let's throw it, okay? Let's do something fun, something a little bit out there, because I feel like for the Ulta kit, they thought those little eye gems was the out there thing. I'm not using eye gems, but a star liner, I could use that. Okay? When it comes to the eyeshadows, you got a palette with my kit, okay? With that one, like I said, you're just getting one of these. So I did throw it in there. The About Face Fluid Eye Paints are really great. I do like them. But if I was gonna do an eye kit and I was gonna put one of these in, I would have put this boring color in. Now, I understand the idea might be you want it to be universal, which is code for white people will like it. We could sit here and talk about it and argue, but you know I'm right. When it comes to these universal kits, they want things that are gonna look good on a span of light skin, light medium. This could be a one and done eyeshadow color. This is a different color than the ones in the kit. They're using Capulets. This is the shade After Rain, but they're in the same vein. The one in the Ulta kit is a little bit more peachy, but this is a great one eyeshadow look. It can be used as a base. It can be used as a lip color. You can do whatever you want with it, but it's a really safe color for lighter skin. For darker skin, this can be a little problematic. It really depends on what it is you're doing and why you're using it and how you're using it. So if I were gonna put a lip or one of these in a kit, I would have picked a brighter color, but I did pick this one in particular for myself because I like to use it as like a nice lid color, okay? I also threw in one of the Joy Bright color eyeshadow crayons in white. White is a great shade to use. Think about that NYX Jumbo Milk pencil. It used to be like, that's all we used back in the day to prime our eyes. Milk Jumbo pencil, okay? From NYX. But I thought this is great because a lot of people like to highlight the inner corner, brow bone. People are putting it on their nose. I don't know why, girl, but they do and they like it. So it's just a great product and it's great as a base. You can use this white eyeshadow as a base and then you're good to go, okay? I couldn't stop there though. So I pulled out one of my shade shifter liquids from LA Girl. This is the color Druzy. I'll give you a swatcheroo of her as well. Okay, so that's a shifter. She's gonna do gold, pink, and just a touch of green. Something fun. Again, mix it with this or use it with this or use it with the eyeshadow. You've got a good time, you know what I mean? Something just fun. Not this boring set from Ulta. Okay, and then lastly for the eyeshadow, I also thought, you know, pigments are really fun. They're messy. They're not something you use all the time, but when it comes to like a specialty thing, every once in a while, pigments are fun. So I did put in my MAC pigment in the shade Tan, a very beautiful, ethereal, wedding-esque color. Universal. This one actually is quite universal. It's beautiful. It plays beautifully with light skin to deep skin. It's gorgeous. Very brightening, very eye-opening. It's a lovely item. This was actually only $15. I used to get these from Macy's, and I've had it for forever. They're small, but they are jam-packed full of product. It's a great item. Great item. When it comes to mascaras, I don't need 5 different mascaras. I don't care if one is full size and the others are just trial. It's too much sometimes for me. So if I had it my way, I would prefer just give me just two full size mascaras. But again, I don't really need 2 black mascaras. So I put in the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift, black, right? I typically always get black or maybe black is black. Okay, this is black is black. And then color mascara, blue. Benefits Bad Girl Bang in the shade. Do you have a shade name? Girls Blue. Anyways, I feel like when it comes to color mascara, blue is a really safe color. Most people, if they use color mascara, it is blue, right? So I just thought this would be a really good kit. It took me 2 seconds to pull these things because the one from Ulta, like the concept is fine, but I don't feel like Ulta does a really good job at these sets. They also had a lip one, but that one went out of stock really quickly, so I didn't get a good look at that one. But the brand, or I feel like the retailer that does this well is Sephora. Sephora is really good at making these curated sets. I don't know how they do them. I don't know if it's a collaboration with them, with the brand, or if it's just like a Sephora rep or something that goes, I get to pick the lip set today or this year, or I'm picking the eye set. But typically the ones from Sephora pique my interest a little bit more and feel a little bit more well-rounded than this one from Ulta. Not that it's a true comparison between the two, just, you know, the idea is there, but the execution. So let's go ahead and do a quick look with this. I'm starting with a full face of makeup, and I've got a dark lip on because I just felt like doing that. And let's go ahead and do something. I do not have the eyes primed at all. I actually had meant to put a primer in here, and if I was going to, it would most likely be the Essence Prime Like a Boss, because it's a very inaffordable primer, but it's really good. It's a little bit slippy. It feels silicone-esque. Not saying it is a silicone. I think it has like shea butter in it or something, but it's clear, but it's got a little bit of slip to it, a little bit of glide, because I don't like super dry primers. Like the Milani eyeshadow base is eyeshadow primer is way too dry for my skin. So let's get started. All right, I am going to start with the About Face. We're going to use this as our eyeshadow base because it's also going to just give us a nice little canvas for the rest of the lid if I wanted to keep it just this color. This is a really great formula. I do enjoy these. I have to continue my little series of using them all on their own because I have about 13 of them now. I picked up this little Christmas set of it, and they're just really well made products. Holiday did a really great job on these. Okay, so I tend to get like a fluffier brush like this to blend these out, and while they do sit and dry down, excuse me, you do have a little bit of wiggle room. I like to use this type of brush because I don't need to buff, or just kind of like laying it down and just smoothing out those edges. And anything that is sticking, you can easily kind of buff it into place. These are nowhere near as difficult and lackluster as the Moira Believe the Hype Super Hype liquid pigments. Those just were not, they weren't good. I'll just say it like that. But I like this color in particular because she is very eyeshadow base, but also eyeshadow, you know what I mean? Like, look at that, it's really pretty. Very simple. Okay. There we go. And even though it is quite dry, it is still moving beautifully. I'm able to drag it out to the edge of the eye so I can get a nice even coverage, okay? Next, let's go into this eyeshadow palette, okay? Let's do, let's do blue. I know, I do a lot of blue. Well, I wanna do blue, so we're gonna do blue, okay? I wanna play with these two blue shades here. All right. So I'm going to start with this light blue here, and let's not get too carried away, okay? I'm gonna try. Don't know how that's gonna go. We're gonna try. I'll do one eye and come back to you with the other one. So yeah, I don't want to do too much, but it's just a really great base. It's a great base for eyeshadows. It's a great eyeshadow on its own. It works. I really love these. Okay, that's good. We don't need to go too crazy. I don't want to blow it out too far. I want this to stay a little bit controlled. Ooh, gonna use this reference brush. So I can use that darker blue just to deepen the outer V, just a touch. We don't need to do too much. She said 20 times. Just like that. You can't even really see that I did too much. Okay, I like it. Let's go ahead and then move over to Miss Tan from MAC. And typically I just use whatever's in the lid. I'm just gonna press it into my brush and press that onto the lid. This is a beautiful shade. It's really shiny. See? So pretty. On the lower lash line, I think this is a great time to use the chroma liner, or whatever this is called, chromatic shock. And we're gonna pop her on the waterline. Ooh, it's very pretty. Can you see it? Did you see it? Okay. All right. And then on the inner corner, we're gonna take that crayon. And I'm just gonna dab that there. I have a really oddly shaped inner corner, it feels. So I can never get it to look like super neat when I put this on, or put things on there. It always somehow gets out of control. All right, so let me just find a brush, lip brush, and I'm just going to dial that back a bit. All right, and then we can also take that and just bop it up there at the top of our, or the arch of our brow. Just for a little added brightness. And then we're gonna go ahead and use both of those falsies on the top lash. Ooh, that's a good lash. And then we're gonna use the Bad Gal Bang on the lower lash line. This is blue. Now I think you can really see the contrast of that liner. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are done, we are back, and this is one of the looks that you could possibly create using my little eye kit. I really like the idea of eye kits. I like the idea of being able to buy one thing and to get a bunch of products. But when you really pay attention to these sets that are sold around holiday time, a lot of it is just mascara and eyeliner. Again, if you don't have variety in your own collection of mascaras and eyeliners, then yeah, this is a decent set to try. $24, you get a few liners, a few mascaras, a bonus little eye paint, and some eye gems if you into this sort of thing. But if you have 2 or 3 backup liners and mascaras, this is just a little bit of a waste. I feel like brands could be, or like kits like this could be so much more fun if they really just diversified what it is they were putting in it and not trying so hard to make it be so streamlined and beige, basically, like just boring. It's what I use beige for, like boring stuff, okay? So this is just one of the ideas that I created using these items, and that's what I like about pulling random things that maybe you aren't playing with in your collection. It's the whole reason why I'm doing the Fighting the FOMO, because like I said, I was interested in purchasing that until I really looked at what was available in the set, and I'm like, mascaras? Now, yeah, I do go through mascara. I do like to I try my very best to stick to the 6-month rule, because around that time they do tend to get a little dry, even though I do like a drier formula. But I really looked at it, I was like, I don't need a bunch of black liners. I rarely use liner. You don't really see me using liner on my channel. So for me, that was a deterrent. I was like, I can't get this because I'm not going to use some of the products in it. But yeah, you know, when you see stuff like this, just shop your stash first. See what you got. See if you can make a better version of the thing. I think I made a better version. I made a more interesting version. I made a more versatile version. And even though there's color, this is universal. Anyone can use color, anyone can use these shades, anyone can, you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be beige and boring and full of mascaras and liners. But yeah, that's just one of the eye looks that I came up with. And I mean, if I were to keep this set together, I could come up with so much more, you know what I mean? And then not only that, like, it would be cool, like if this was a thing, maybe they put all 4 of the liquid eye paints or the shade shifters in a set with a nude shadow palette and then a mascara and maybe some lashes or something. I don't do lashes. I wish I could do lashes, but I don't do lashes. But yeah, you know, just different variations of things. I feel like the Ulta one was just really lackluster, but Sephora tends to do them quite well. I didn't look and see if they have any new ones, but yeah. So thank you for tuning into the channel. It's been me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch. Make sure you drink some water, take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video, which will be pretty soon. Yeah.